Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. JASMINE Artiga defends her WBA super flyweight title successfully. She defeats Australia's Linn Sandstrom, stopping her in the third round. It's a very good win for Artiga because Sandstrom had not been stopped ever before. Artiga remains undefeated. She's now got 7 KOs in 14 wins. She does have a draw on her record, which was a little 4-rounder. Can't remember the name of the opponent, but learning fight. I think it was about 5 years ago. So, and Sandstrom, by the way, was Artiga's mandatory contender. So she's got her out of the way. It was all very pretty much a homecoming. I think Artiga is from Tampa, Florida. This was over in Orlando, not too far from where she's at. And it was just a very one-sided but impressive performance by Artiga because Linn Sandstrom, she came in with 10 wins, only 2 KOs, 3 defeats, all on points, and she's got 3 draws. She's 33 years old, which I think is the same age as Artiga. This was her, tall order, but it was her chance to win the title. She didn't come close to it. She basically got, I don't know what the word is. I wouldn't say walk down, more like run down. Artiga just went straight at her. 2-minute rounds, of course, which if I mentioned before that I hate them, I'm going to mention it again. I hate 2-minute rounds. But Artiga went straight at her, swarmed all over her, letting the punches go. And I've seen Sandstrom fight before, and she's the type of fighter who's very conventional, very textbook, likes to have a bit of room to work. She just didn't get that room because Artiga was on a mission, chased after her and got her on the ropes, was battering her. And I think there was one occasion when Sandstrom landed a half-decent punch. But, she didn't have a chance to find any kind of rhythm, any kind of space. She just got smothered by this rampaging lady from Florida who just would not be denied. Very, very impressive performance. She's a bit wild and woolly, Artiga, but I'll tell you what, she's fun to watch. And you know what? If Gabriela Fundora ever decides to move up to super flyweight, this would be a hell of a barn burner while it lasted. I would expect Fundora to knock out Artiga. Artiga doesn't have anywhere near Fundora's technical ability or power, really, because Sandstrom wasn't on the floor. She was just overwhelmed. And she was covering up on the ropes in the third round. Artiga was leathering her. And I think she threw one punch back, Sandstrom, but she was kind of demoralised because when the referee stepped in, Sandstrom had this very forlorn look on her face, and including when the announcements were made. She very sort of politely applauded Artiga, but the look on her face, it was like, oh God, what just hit me? So even though she wasn't particularly hurt by one punch, she was just, drowned, essentially. And Artiga's good at that. But against Fundora, who is something like, I think, 11 years younger than her, hits very, very hard, extremely tall. For flyweight, she's 5'8", Gabriela Fundora. I don't see Artiga. Artiga needs to avoid Fundora. But there are other options for her. You look at her, the top 10. I mean, Linn Sandstrom was her mandatory. But from a British point of view, Shannon Ryan's in the mix. Maëlys Ganglov is, I think, ranked in either top 10 or top 12 from France. She's an entertaining fighter. That'd be a good fight. I'm thinking of sort of stylistic matchups, But, I mean, good. She's good, Good fighter, Artiga, but I suppose you could say that possibly unifications rather than having to get in the ring with that little killer Fundora, skinny killer. That might be a better option for her. I mean, who else have we got? I'm trying to think, Superflies. My mind's gone blank. I think Hiruta is the WBO champion. She's an exciting little fighter. Mizuka Hiruta, I think her name is. Can't remember who's got the IBF belt offhand. I'll have to look. I should have looked this up before I started doing the video. But those are the options, really, I think, for Artiga if she wants to carry on. You know, this was on one of the MVP promotions, and as we know, Jake Paul and MVP are definitely promoting women's boxing. Fortunately for JASMINE Artiga, Fundora is a golden boy fighter. So I think if I was Artiga, if I had anything to do with MVP promotions, I would go for the unifications, and why not? You know, she may make a bit of money along the way. Jake Paul has a good reputation for making sure his fighters are well paid. So yeah, good luck to her. And it was quite good because after the fight, she's a teacher of some sort, teaches the little kids. They all got in the ring, and there was a bit of a little mini party going on. So yeah, good luck to her. Good luck to her. Yeah, what did you think? Did you see this fight? It was on the undercard of. Well, it was on the MVP promotion from Florida, and just let me know what you think. Give me your opinions. I mean, have you seen Artiga before? I have, and I think she's not, you know, brilliant fighter, but she's pretty decent. She's pretty decent. Let me know what you think. How far do you think she can go? Yeah, I love reading your opinions, so just leave them below. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the like button. Why not? Why not? Because you're lovely people. Of course you are. I'll get you later. Bye for now.